Hi, second grade writers. Today's the day where you are going to take your plan and you are going to draft your opinion letter. And I want to talk to you today about one part of your letter specifically. And that, friends, is your introduction, when you're introducing your book. And the reason that I want to spend some time on just the introduction today is it's the first thing that your reader sees. You want it to make sure it's clear and engaging for your reader. Now, your reader is your audience. So I want you to talk to your reader today, maybe a little bit differently than you have in the past. I've been writing my opinion letters to you about books like Mercy Watson and Those Darn Squirrels, and I know that you know those books, right? We've all read them together in class. But today I'm going to write my letter not to you, but I'm going to write it to somebody who doesn't know Those Darn Squirrels. Okay? And the reason that I'm writing to somebody that doesn't know the book is it actually changes how you introduce your book. So if someone hasn't read the book before, you have to tell a little bit more. Okay? So you have to be clear on your words and tell a little bit about the book to get them excited to read it. Okay? So let's take a look at our learning target today. Learning target. Okay, here it is, friends. So we're just, while you're going to write your whole letter today, I'm just going to talk about just the introduction. I am learning to write an introduction so that my letter is more interesting to my audience. And remember, your audience is the person that's reading your letter. Okay? So in your introduction, I want you to hook the reader. One way to hook your reader and get them excited to read is maybe you're going to start with a question. Maybe you want to tell them why you love the book. You chose this book because you love it and you're excited about it. So tell them why you love it. Why are you excited about this book? Then you're going to introduce your book, tell them the title of your book. And then it says tell about the character. So sometimes we need to actually tell a little bit about the characters so that your audience understands the book, okay? And then finally, the last part of your introduction is going to be telling your two opinions. So I have written my introduction for you. And in my introduction, I thought about my audience and somebody that hasn't read Those Darn Squirrels. And I was thinking, well, I can't write to you. I can't write to Mrs. Granger or Mrs. Moss because they've read the books too. And the person that I came up with to write my letter today was actually Mrs. Vickery. I don't think she's read Those Darn Squirrels, but I think she would be interested in it. So let's take a look at what we've written so far, or what I've written so far. So I have our date, May 27th, 2020. Dear Mrs. Vickery, have you ever read Those Darn Squirrels? Friends, right here in this first sentence, I did two things. First, I asked a question to hook my reader. So she's thinking in her brain, have I read it? Maybe the answer is no. And I also told you the title of my book and underlined it. So my first sentence, I have asked a question and I told you the title of my book. I have read this book many times because the characters are so great. So right here, I asked a question, but then I told you right here why I love the book, right? I've read it so many times because the characters are so great. And now I'm getting ready to tell a little bit about the characters. The characters, okay, are Old Man Fuquire and the squirrels. And here's what I tell you about them. Both characters start off grumpy and kind of mean, but that is not how they are in the end. So by saying that, I'm hoping Mrs. Vickery is going to go, ooh, the characters start off grumpy and kind of mean, but that's not how they end. Ooh, I'm thinking that she's going to say, I want to keep reading because I want to know more about those characters and how does the story end. Okay. And finally, we have right here in our introduction our two opinions. My opinions, oop, I need to add an S there, friends. because remember we have two opinions. My opinions are that the squirrels are creative and smart. So second graders, in my introduction there, I was clear, right, on introducing the book. I told a little bit more, and I really thought about my audience not having read the book, so I needed to tell a little bit about that. Today, I want you to try that in your writing. I want you to really spend some time on the introduction. So here's my checklist. Here's my introduction right here at the top. I want you to spend some time on this and really hook the reader and give a little bit of information. Then you're going to jump into writing your first opinion, then your second opinion, and give a few sentences to close it all up. Now remember, friends, you have some resources to help you with your letter. You have your checklist for all the parts that you need. And you have this example that I sent in the packet a couple weeks ago. You can use it again. Here's my introduction part. Here's how I'm going to write my reason 1 and your other reasons, all highlighted with all the parts that you need to have. So please use this as you are writing your letter too. Also, don't forget to add quotes as examples. And here's your quoting paper that you might use also. So there's lots of good resources that you have to write your letter. So today, friends, let's take a look at our learning target one last time. Right here, okay? So today, you're writing your whole letter, but you're really focusing in on that introduction and thinking to get your audience more interested. So you're gonna hook your reader, tell about the book, tell about the characters, then state your opinion. Okay? When you've done that, you're gonna jump right into your reasons, opinion 1 and opinion 2. I know you can do it, and if you need any help at all, don't hesitate to ask your teachers or to use your resources and examples. Happy writing, and don't forget to send your writing to your teacher. All right, see you later, friends.